Okay, so we're talking Parashat Behalotcha, and if we look at the menorah is like is basically a symbol of us, of our people, of us individually, and of all of us as a community, as Knesset Israel, as all of us together. And there's a beautiful expression in the verse that says ad yerecha ad pircha, which is until the thigh, until the flower. So the menorah is like made up of all this structure, right? And then there's the lower parts of each candle or right, and the higher parts, which is the flowers, right? So basically, it symbolizes us. It symbolizes the higher parts of us, the higher and the lower parts in us individually, and the higher and the lower parts of us as community, like the thigh and the flower. So there are some flowers amongst us, and there are some lower people amongst us, and we have higher moments and we have lower moments when it's harder for us to connect to Hashem. And
my translation is from base to petal. So some people are pretty base.
Yes, yeah.
But we're all gold.
So another thing that we want to look at is at the word ad. Ad is very interesting. It has a few understandings. Ad is until, but ad is also ed, which is also a witness. And also it's a jewel. Adi is a jewel. So ad also, somebody noticed yesterday in our learning that it's, if you reverse the letters, it's da. And how do we refer to Hashem in our prayer? In Shabbat prayer we say Shochen Ad. One of the names of Hashem is Shochen Ad, is the eternal existence, the eternally existent. So how does all that connect, right? So first of all, we want to remember that each and every one of us is a jewel in Hashem's crown. We actually refer to it in another place where we say, it's always my meditation when I say Birkat HaMazon, V'yikadar banu la'ad u'le'olmei olamim, V'yitpar banu la'ad u'le'netzach netzachim. Like Hashem should take glory in us forever and ever. But also, if you use the word ad there, is Hashem should use us as a jewel, so to speak, on His crown. Whenever we smile to each other, whenever we give our hearts to each other, whenever we're compassionate with each other, we become a jewel. We become a perach, right? We respond, so to speak, in modern terms, not from our back brain, but from our frontal brain. We connect our back brain, which is, our instinctive brain, our selfish brain, so to speak, right, into a godly brain, into the brain that wants to serve Hashem, that wants to be a jewel in this world, that doesn't want to be self-centered and self-focused, but wants to create a better reality in this world. So every time we respond in that way, whenever we try to think non-instinctively, not my feelings were hurt, my this, my that, right? But I want to be a jewel in the world, right? And
shine.
And when I'm a shining jewel, I'm creating that eternal existence of Hashem, lasting.
The jewel reflects the light.
Right.
If you're shining,
right,
you're reflecting the light.
So in a way, for my spiritual integrity, I cannot pray for Shochen Ad, or when I pray for Shochen Ad, I need to think to myself, what am I doing to create this Mishkan Ad? What am I doing to make, like Dira B'Tachtonim, like it says, a Mishkan for Hashem in my world, in our world. So that's like number